At the University of Nevada, Reno, the Engineering Computing Center, also known as the ECC, is an integral part of any engineering student's academic career. It is here that students learn how to use important software tools and complete complex homework assignments. With so much activity going on at the ECC, engineering students would have much to gain by having a mobile application designed to help both familiar and new visitors. Introducing ECC LabConnect.
This is the home screen of ECC LabConnect Android mobile client. Here, a student is able to view a news feed being pulled from the College of Engineering blog. The students can scroll up and down to view the entries. If a particular entry sparks their interest, they can simply tap it for more information. On Android mobile client, the device's web browser is utilized in order to bring up the page from the EngiNews blog. Once the student is done reading the post, they can easily return to the mobile client's home screen. At the bottom of the home screen are two buttons, About ECC and Lab Info. Tapping About ECC will bring up information such as the business hours and contact information for the ECC. Let's view that information now. The information on this screen is pulled directly from the ECC's website. Any change the staff make to their website will be reflected here. Let's check out the contact information by tapping the Contact Information button. What's great about the contact information screen is that we can take advantage of the fact that we're on a mobile device. For example, if a student wants to call the ECC, they can just tap on the phone number. The number is ready to be dialed. The student also has the option of sending an email by simply tapping the ECC's email address. Now that we've finished covering contact information, let's go back to the app's home screen.
The other button at the bottom of the home screen is Lab Info. By tapping Lab Info, a student will be able to check how many computers are available in each lab, classes scheduled in the ECC, and available software. On the screen, the students are able to see a list of the labs in the ECC and how many computers are available in each lab. No one wants to spend precious time going to the ECC only to discover that all the computers are taken. This app helps eliminate that frustration by keeping the students informed with real-time data. Each of the labs on this screen are selectable. Let's tap on Lab C. Here, the student is presented with additional information about the lab. You'll notice right away the grid layout of icons, which represents computers in the lab we have selected. The layout reflects the physical positions of the computers. If the icon is lit up green, it's available for use. If the icon is dimmed, then the computer is currently unavailable. This feature is especially useful when a group of students wants to work together on multiple computers. More than likely, a group will want to sit next to each other at adjacent computers. Using the lab layout, they can easily find multiple adjacent computers that are available for use. Notice there are two buttons labeled Available Software and Lab Schedule at the bottom of the screen. Let's tap on Available Software. Here's a list of available software in Lab C. This list is pulled from the ECC's website, so it's always up to date. The student can scroll through and check to see if the ECC has the software they need. For example, a computer science student will be happy to see Microsoft Visual Studio being offered in the ECC. Another student might be slightly disappointed that there's no mini-tab available to do their statistics homework, but thankful they didn't have to waste a trip to the ECC in order to figure that out. Let's go back one screen to take a look at the lab schedule. On this screen, the students are able to see if any classes are scheduled in Lab C. They can swipe up and down to see all times throughout the day. They can also swipe left and right to view schedules for different dates. This feature is important because it allows the students to make an even more informed decision when searching for an available computer. For example, suppose a student needs to work on an assignment for about 2 hours. Lab C might have 10 computers available, but a class may be scheduled in a few minutes. Instead of going to Lab C, only to discover that the room is reserved for class, the student knows it's probably better to find a computer in a different lab from the get-go. Let's go back to the Lab Info screen.
All of the things we've discussed about Lab C can be found under each lab. At the top of the screen, you'll notice a breadcrumb trail that helps the student keep track of what they're currently looking at. Here, the breadcrumb trail tells you that we are looking at the schedule for Lab F. Here is ECC LabConnect mobile client for iOS. Other than minor differences in styling to adhere to design standards of each platform, all the core functionalities are identical on both Android and iOS platforms. All data presented through the mobile clients are stored in a database server. This data can be manipulated by ECC administrators through ECC LabConnect admin interface. The mobile clients are designed so that they can dynamically handle changing data. Changes made through the admin interface will always be reflected by the mobile clients in real time. This means that the ECC LabConnect system can be adapted easily to any computer lab environment in any institution outside the UNR College of Engineering.